Hail tonight on this Sunday night. Welcome into our live stream here on our Facebook channel, also on CBS19.TV, our CBS19 Plus, also over on our YouTube channel. We are going to go over some storms that are coming into East Texas. I'm monitoring, following along here on Facebook. So if you have any questions, maybe we can talk about where that storm will move in and what time it could possibly move into your area. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on. We have a storm right now, the northwestern corner of Smith County. In fact, it's just now starting to enter Smith County, Mineola, Quitman, getting some heavy rainfall at this time. I have the lightning turned off, but let me turn that lightning on. Look at all of this lightning that we are seeing. In fact, if we can, what we'll do is kind of sample how many lightning strikes we've seen in the last half hour. Take a look at this. This is going to be across the entire area, 1,053 lightning strikes over the last 30 minutes. So it's been a very active night. Strong thunderstorms. We have a severe thunderstorm warning currently for Rains and Van Zandt County. That goes until 9:30 tonight. So what we're going to do is take just about 15 minutes here on our Facebook and through our CBS19.TV website and go over these storms, track these storms to show you when they move into certain towns such as Lindale and Tyler, and then on over toward Winona and Big Sandy. Let me quickly put this into motion for you, and you'll notice that their general movement is from the north to the southeast, roughly at about 25 miles an hour, and they are gaining some momentum. A lot of strong winds also associated with these cells, and they seem to be gathering a little bit more, or increasing, I should say, across the area. So we'll turn off the warnings for the time being so we can do the track here back toward Terrell, down to Canton, over toward Mineola, up to Gilmer, and then south and eastward at about 26 miles an hour. We'll put this even in at about 29. So if you live in Lindale, you're seeing the storms coming in right now. Thunder, lightning, some heavy rain, maybe some wind gusts in excess of 45 to 50 miles an hour. Big Sandy, just about 9 minutes away at Tyler Pounds. These storms should move into the airport by about 9:10 this evening. Tyler around 9:15, New Chapel Hill 9:28, White House around 9:34, and Overton at about 9:43. So what can you expect out of these thunderstorms? You can expect some gusty winds, maybe some hail. Of course, lots and lots of dangerous lightning with these cells, or with these supercells as they move to the south and to the southeast. Again, they're dropping southeast about 30 miles an hour, so there are some of the cities that are included in the warnings at this time. All right, I'm going to turn off the warnings and kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at inside the storms. We're generally talking about some gusty winds right here near our what we call the Titan impact indicator. That's going to be that area in orange. So what this can do is look inside that thunderstorm. It does tell us that there is a possibility that there is some rotation within that cell. And so not much in terms of strong winds with it, but we are seeing some wind being picked up and indicated by our Titan impact indicator. So maximum hail size is under 1/4 of an inch right now. The probability that it has some hail in there, roughly running at about 100%. The tornado impact is small. The wind impact, meaning we could have some wind gusts in excess of 60 miles an hour, currently at a 9. Hail impact at about a 4, and a flooding impact, lots of heavy rain with that cell at about 4.5. So I will zoom in on this area here. Again, broad rotation, nothing that's too concerning at this time near Grand Saline, Golden, Alba, down toward Van. But we continue to look at these storms moving toward Ben Wheeler, New Harmony, Edom, as they continue dropping southeastward. So we're live here on our Facebook page. If you're watching, and there are a few people watching, Lindale, you're about ready to get into these thunderstorms. Tyler, again, they're about 10 to 15 minutes off. We are staying on till our Facebook Live here until 9 o'clock, and so that's about for the next 11 minutes as we wait and watch these showers and thunderstorms move into parts of Smith County. All right, let me widen things out a little bit. You'll notice there are some other thunderstorms over toward Corsicana. Those will miss most of us. This is our show tonight from Douglasville to Mount Pleasant, back toward Sulphur Springs, toward Winnsboro and Quitman. This is the cell that we are tracking, a really large cell. In fact, it looks like it's grown back to the west a little bit toward Quinlan and Greenville. Earlier in the evening, we did have a report of a lowering. Looked like there was a wall cloud in the Commerce area. That has since, that storm is part of the same cell that we're seeing here as it moves through Mineola, but there are no reports of any type of circulations or rotating clouds at this time. Just a very strong thunderstorm with potential to produce a lot of rainfall in a short period of time. In fact, when we look at those rainfall rates, we're thinking they could be in the order of an inch, inch and a half an hour, if not even more than that. In terms of strong winds, let me turn off lightning, and we'll look at some of just the general wind gusts. For instance, the wind gust around Van right now could be in the order of roughly, well, it's not very strong there. Should be some stronger wind gusts that we would be seeing here in the order of perhaps 43 miles an hour, just sampled near Grand Saline, 38 miles an hour back toward Emory, over toward Quitman. Some winds inside there, maybe in that same order of about 32 miles an hour between Grand Saline and Mineola. And on the leading edge of that wind as it comes down toward Lindale, it doesn't look like there's much at all, but there should be at some point. We'll get some stronger wind gusts, I think, as these showers and thunderstorms move into those areas of East Texas. All right, I'm going to turn off the Titan indicator, that would be the storm track, and turn back on the lightning, just to give you an indication of how electric these storms are. They are really lighting up the nighttime sky north of town. They're just approaching Interstate 20 right now, and will continue moving southeastward. And if you're just tuning in, they're moving southeast at about 26 miles an hour. So let's go ahead and track that whole area from west of Canton all the way over toward Gilmer. And I'll drop this east and southeast at about 26, 27 miles an hour. So Big Sandy right on the doorstep. Coming into Big Sandy any minute right now. You'll start to feel some light rain. Wind will pick up, and then you'll have a lot of thunder and lightning. Winona in about 10 minutes. Tyler between 9:09 and 9:16. So it could be out at the airport at about 10 past 9, and then hitting downtown Tyler about 9:16. Gladewater around 9:20. Liberty City by 9:28, down to White House by 9:36, and over toward Kilgore at about 9:43. So those are severe warned storms at this time. The warning coming back in Rains County and also Van Zant County with this cell as it moves southeastward. Let me put the warnings on, and there you go. So you've got Rains, Van Zant till 9:30. You've got Limestone, Navarro, and also we've got Freestone, Limestone, Navarro County. That's going to go till 9:30. Rains in Van Zant County for also till 9:30. The eastern part of that storm, when I say eastern part, the part that is moving more in toward Tyler and Big Sandy, right now there could be winds closer to 40 miles an hour, but that part of the storm, well, now they do have this severe thunderstorm warning that has extended down into Smith County. It's interesting that it doesn't show that on our warning here, but we do have Smith County in that cell. Yes, northwestern Smith County and southwestern Wood County until 9:45. So that part of the cell, our storm has just been added. So city of Tyler under severe thunderstorm warning till 9:45. And we've got Wood County also in the severe thunderstorm warning till 9:45. As we said, some winds could be gusting in excess of 60 miles an hour with the leading edge of that bow as it comes into Tyler with those thunderstorms. They'll continue dropping southeast. So if you're watching us from Tyler or from White House, Lindale, which is getting the rain and the thunder right now, up around Big Sandy, the showers and thunderstorms are coming in. Wind is a big threat. Hail is also a big threat tonight. In fact, we've seen some reports of some golf ball-sized hail around the area, so that will continue to be a threat throughout parts of East Texas here for the next few hours. I'll put that back into motion, and I'll turn up, again, 3,000 lightning strikes, or I think it was 1,000 lightning strikes. Let me stop that and count those lightning strikes up once again. So in the last 30 minutes, this is going to be this whole area here from Emory down to Tyler over toward Gilmer. So 2,200 lightning strikes in the last 30 minutes. And a lot of these bright ones that we see here, those are fresh strikes within the last 15. So we're just seeing tremendous, almost constant lightning, 2,000 lightning strikes. That's about one every minute or even more than that as this cell moves southeastward. So I'll put it back into motion here. We just have a few minutes, about 5 more minutes, that we're going to be covering this storm here on our Facebook page. Of course, if we get a tornado warning, we would break in to our programming and we would cover that there. Otherwise, we will run those crawls at the top of the screen for you and give you that information and share that information with you. And then if you get any good pictures of and you can do it safely, lightning or the heavy rain that comes down, video, share that with us at CBS19.TV, weather at CBS19.TV, and we will share that with you tonight at 10 o'clock on CBS 19 News at 10 this evening. All right, so again, severe thunderstorm warning. That's going to be part of Smith County. Let me go with the, we're not seeing the, it just says rains in Van Zandt County, but Smith County is in that warning till 9:45. That's going to be the northwestern half of Smith County, southwestern half of Wood County. So let me move this out of the way so you can see essentially what we're talking about. So the city of Tyler would be in the path of that storm. And I'll do one more track on that so we get an idea of where that is headed. This is the warned portion of the storm only, back into Van Zandt County, dropping southeast at 27 miles an hour. So that's Hideaway coming up right now. It should be in Hideaway. Ben Wheeler just past the hour. Tyler Pounds, at least we're getting a different indication. This could be closer to 9 or 19 after at Tyler Pounds. Downtown Tyler at about 22 past the hour. Brownsboro around 9:30. White House about 9:44. And Bullard around 9:55. So that's a strong thunderstorm, and wind and hail will be the threat. We'll have some wind gusts that will be close to 60 miles an hour. Right now, this is radar indicated 60-mile-an-hour winds and some hail the size of quarters. Of course, hail can do damage to vehicles, and wind damage can cause roofs, siding, and trees to snap, and you can have some damage to roofs and siding. So this is why we're at least doing the stream here through our Facebook page and our CBS19.TV website and on our YouTube channel. So if you're watching on any of those sources, we appreciate you. Again, it's a severe thunderstorm warning, not a tornado warning at this time. Sometimes severe thunderstorm warnings can have damaging winds that can gust in it up to almost the strength of a small tornado. So that is why we are just kind of coming on here to bring you up to date, to do this instead of breaking into program when we can cover all of what's happening, of course, with the crawl on the top of our screen. So just a couple more minutes to go here from the Weather Center. I'm CBS 19 Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony, along with Savannah Hale, who has been tracking these storms with us tonight, tracking an earlier tornado warning in parts of Hopkins County. Fortunately, it did not produce any tornadoes. Though we did hear of some power poles down in Hunt County. And overnight, there were a few, I think, power poles or trees snapped over in Cass County on some stronger thunderstorms in that part. So these showers and thunderstorms are going to be pushing and moving southeast through East Texas here tonight and through the first part of the overnight hours, may even grow. We're getting some much needed rainfall out of this. Unfortunately, we don't want the stronger cells that are creating these severe thunderstorm warnings. There was a pretty strong cell in parts of Anderson County. It weakened as it moved into a part of the area that saw thunderstorms this morning. Down toward Nacogdoches and Lufkin and Center, the showers and thunderstorms don't have the same energy to work with, and so as those showers and thunderstorms move into those areas, they should weaken. And so our real threat or concern for severe thunderstorms tonight will be essentially from Tyler over toward Longview, Gilmer, and Jefferson, down to about Athens, Jacksonville, and Henderson. And then I think once we get south of that line, you'll see the storms begin to weaken. All right, we're winding down our coverage here at CBS19.TV, CBS19 Plus, and also our Facebook page. Again, if you have any questions, please post those. We can answer those once we go back and end this stream. We're going to end this stream here in about 30 seconds or maybe just a little bit sooner. As we see, we still have just a few folks, and we appreciate everyone who is watching here tonight. So for all of us here at CBS19 and the CBS19 Weather Team, I'm Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony. We appreciate your time and your patience with us tonight. Of course, we had to break into a little bit of normal programming on Yellowstone earlier, but unless there's a tornado warning, we will do everything here through our social media platforms. So have a great night, have a safe night. Make sure you tune in to CBS 19 News at 10 for more updates.